Hi everyone, welcome to this week's contest update. Now I started this channel, the whole channel, to encourage new hams in their operations. Now personally, I am a contester and I enjoy the challenges offered by contesting. I also find a lot of value in contest participation. This weekly contest update will be posted on Mondays and will focus on contests that I think new hams would first be able to accomplish with minimal effort, and second, would enjoy. I list contests that are coming up in the next 2 weeks. I expand on the ones that are happening this week, and then kind of give you some homework to look up the ones that are happening in 2 weeks. But that gives you time to plan and prepare for any contest that might catch your eyes. All times use the 24-hour clock and are in Coordinated Universal Time, also known as UTC, Greenwich Mean Time, and Zulu Time. A link to help you determine the time offset for your location is in the description below. Now, you're going to need some contesting software, so I included a link in the description for a whole list of contesting software. Some I've used and most that I haven't. So since I'm not familiar with it and you'll have the experience, please leave any comments on the software you pick down there. Links for the rules for all of these contests are in the video description. As always, stay within the operating limits of your license, meaning frequency, power, and mode. We start off with the Pennsylvania Ohio DX Society, or PODXS 070 Club. They'll be presenting their annual 3-day weekend contest starting at 0000 Zulu, that's midnight Zulu time, on June 4th, and ending at 2400 Zulu, also midnight, on June 5th. Now this makes for a 48 hours of great phase shift keying, or PSK, contesting. Now this is a worldwide contest using PSK 31. The bands are 160, 80, 40, 20, 15, 10, and 6 meters. You can work stations once per band. The exchange is your call sign and your 070 number. Now that's if you're a member of the group. I am. If you don't have an 07 number, don't worry about it. You just send 0000. Now there probably isn't enough time for you to meet the requirements to sign up for the club, but there'll be plenty of time for the next contest. Membership is free, and if you enjoy PSK, they have a lot of perks. The link for what is needed for membership is also in the video description. You get 1 point per QSO and 100 bonus points for QSOs with specified stations that are listed in the rules. There are no multipliers, so your final score will be your total number of QSOs plus your bonus points. The log due date is June 13th, and the link to submit your logs is in the video description. All of this information is in the rules, which, as I mentioned before, are linked in the description. Now, to do PSK, you'll need a sound card enabled rig. Most of the modern rigs have a sound card built in, but if yours doesn't, I recommend the SignalLink USB by Tigertronics. There are a lot of other external sound cards that you can get. This is the one that I've had the most success with. Just be sure that you get the appropriate interface cable between the SignalLink and your rig. If you have a problem figuring it out, they've got a list on their website, and give them a call. They'll tell you what you need for your rig. They're real good that way. Now you're also going to need some software to run PSK. If you have Ham Radio Deluxe, that would probably be your best bet, because not only do they do PSK in different flavors, but RIDI and Olivia and Feldhell and all kinds of other things that are out there, all kinds of digital modes. So if you're thinking about digital modes, Ham Radio Deluxe is where you want to go. Now I've included a link to a bunch of downloadable software Some are free, some for a little charge, but they'll all do PSK. That's in the video description. Also, they all have the capability of entering macros, so you don't have to type everything in. You just push a function key or an alt something key, and it will send the message that you want to send. Now, the 1010 International Open Season PSK Contest is also a PSK contest. Duh. So, all of the technical information from the PODXS 070 contest above apply. It starts at 0000 Zulu on June 5th and goes to 2400 Zulu on June 6th. This is, again, 48 hours and does have about a day's overlap with the PODXS contest. Now, this is a 10 meter only contest, and the exchange is your name plus your state or province for American and Canadian hams, or your DX country for hams outside of the US or Canada. This is followed by your membership number in one of these three, or any of these three: the 1010 International Group, the European PSK Club, and or the PODXS 070 in that order. You don't have to be a member of any of these to participate. And if you aren't a member of any of these groups, your report after your name and location would be 000 or 0-0-0. And it's in that order. Okay, so 1010 EPC 070. Now, say you're a member of 070, then it would be 0-0- your membership number. Logs are due by the 14th, June 14th, and should be emailed to the organizers using the address in the rules, which is also included in the video description. The format for your log is described in the rules and is more in depth than I want to go into during this video. But if you're interested in this contest, check out the rules, and you'll find out how to format your log. The next contest is the Kentucky QSO Party, which starts at 1400 on June 5th and ends at 0200 on June 6th. This makes it a 12-hour long contest. The bands are 160, 80, 40, 20, 15, 10, 6, and 2 meters. The modes are CW, SSB, and ready. Please note that there is no FM mode allowed. So you're going to have to make sure, if all you have is an FM HT, you're not going to be able to do the contest. However, if you have a 10 meter HF, this is for techs, 10 meter HF with 6 meter capability and maybe even 2 meters SSB, or RIDI or CW, then you can hop on this contest. The exchange is your signal report, which is the standard contest report of 5.9 or 5.99, depending on mode, plus your country or your county for Kentucky hams. That's your county is for Kentucky hams. Now, outside of Kentucky, it's your state, province, or DX. Not your country, just the letters DX. Read the full rules for points, bonus points, and multiplier information, and there are some unique and interesting points to be gained in there. They are all in the rules, which are linked into the description. Logs must be submitted by June 30th, and the link to submit your logs is also in the description. Now, for your homework this week, next week I will be expanding and expounding on several contests. First will be the Portugal Day contest from 1200 Zulu on June 12th to 1200 Zulu on June 13th. This is all about Portugal, so if they'll be wanting to work you guys. If you've always been trying to get in to do to get a Portuguese contest, there you go. Then there's the ARRL June VHF contest. That starts on 1800 Zulu on June 12th and goes to 0259 Zulu on June 14th. Again, this is all VHF. So 6 meters, 2 meters, and up. Links to the rules for both of these are in the description. Now, one more thing. It's time to start planning for your field day weekend on June 26th and 27th. This is like an annual tradition. It's the big one. It is a chance for you to get out in the field, showcase your ham radio, your skills, and talk to the public about what ham radio can do, and also socialize with your ham radio friends. So, find a location, plan on when you intend to attend. There's a link to the ARRL Field Day website with a lot of info about Field Day. Now, one cool thing that a lot of places, not everybody, but a lot of places, once you figure out where you're going to go, you should have a excuse me, you should have a point of contact. Excuse me for a second. So I'm back. That's good. So, as I was saying, get a hold of the point of contact for that field day site and ask them if they have a get on the air station. Now, a get on the air station is where non-hams can make contacts under the coaching of an experienced ham. So, bring your kids, grandkids, friends, family. Everyone can get on the air. Enjoy the social aspects of the contest. There's usually some kind of group dinner and activities, and of course there's several radios that are sitting there just waiting to be used. Also, for techs and lower class, techs, and when I say lower class, I mean class of license, not, you know what? My dad always told me, when you find yourself in a hole, stop digging. So we'll move on. But you won't be limited to your license class. There will be control operators with an extra class or a general class. So techs, you can get out there, you can work the HF bands to your hams, to your heart's delight. Well, ham's delight too. But obviously you'll be using the station's field day call. So you can't necessarily take credit, but you can get on the air and say, hey, look, I worked 14 states, and it'll be really cool. And now, let's move on to your weekly contest tip. Always submit your log. Even if you only have a single contact. Of course, I hope you have more than a single, but if you don't think your log is worth submitting, submit it anyways. There's a couple reasons. First, because it's good habit to get into. Like the old saying goes, the job isn't finished till the paperwork is done. Second, because it provides a record of your operations. Now, many contest organizers or organizations keep your scores in a searchable database so that you can see how much you're improving. Now, if they don't have a database available to you, some of the smaller ones don't, you'll always have a copy on your computer to refer to. Lastly, many organizers will give you a report on how many contacts you misrecorded and how many other people got your information wrong. And there's a whole lot more information about your log. This will tell you where you need to improve so that you can do better in your next contest and in radio operations overall. Now, links to all the rules and all the other information is in the video description below. If you have a question about the rules, please post them in the comments, and I'll do my best to answer your question within 24 hours, usually a lot faster. If you do a contest, please post your comments letting us know how you did. please give me a like and consider subscribing and clicking the notification bell so you won't miss an update. Also, please share this with family and friends who might enjoy the content. These things are really important for this channel to grow, and I appreciate everyone who helps me toward that goal. 7-3 for now. Elmer Tom, ND3N, out.